Hello and welcome to this month's Maggie Moment. As a parent, there are going to be days when you want to shut yourself in the toilet and wonder why you started having children, because it's really hard work. There are going to be days when you have no patience left, and that's when we have these moments as a parent that we sometimes shout way louder, or we just don't even listen to our children and we get really frustrated because they can't do what we told them to do yesterday. So today I want to talk to you about what do I do as a parent when I'm finding myself getting really angry and unreasonably frustrated with my children, regardless of age. So this can happen with toddlers and right through to adolescents. The first thing I want to suggest to you is making some time to really pause in your life and go, how overloaded is my life? Because one of the things I'm finding is today's parents have had some of their quiet time stolen by their phones and by work creeping into their family life. So they've actually got less time to invest in their children. And of course, they're trying to get ahead at work sometimes. So that one often steals time. You're more stressed already. So the more stressed we are, the closer we are to our own tipping points. So then, is that our children's fault? No, it's not. We need to take some responsibility to create moments where we calm ourselves down. And I can just hear somebody say, you've got any idea what I've got to do in my house? So I've written a whole book about why calmness is important in our children's lives and our homes. I want you to start with some really small things. And that is just, once again, breathe more. Sigh more often. Every now and then take a cup of tea or maybe the odd glass of wine outside and sit outside away from the chaos and allow your nervous system to settle a little. What other way you have, if you're struggling with this a lot, I really recommend you go and join a class. Go do some yoga, some Tai Chi, something or other that actually is a really significant chunk of relaxation that allows your body to come into a calmer state. We do know when we're really stressed, we tend to eat the wrong foods and we stop doing the exercise that is good for our bodies. So look at how could I get my kids out doing some more exercise in the fresh air that might be good for all of us at the same time. And then underneath all that, be really realistic. Have I got realistic expectations of my children at times? Or am I expecting too much too soon? And that's another one that I want you to pause sometimes and have some thought around. And then underneath all of this, some of you are going to be calling you're reacting to something that's happening that is actually not really happening. In other words, whatever happened when we were children in our primary families can sometimes be the trigger for your irrational anger and frustration. And I really suggest you go and have a chat to someone professionally and see if you can work through some of the things that come up spontaneously and unconsciously rather than what is conscious, because that will allow you to respond to your children rather than react to them. We all love our kids. We love them more than we can absolutely describe. But there are days that it just gets really hard and we become unreasonable human beings. Please don't beat yourself up. But I want you to have a little consideration. What is it that's driving my irrational anger at the moment? And what steps can I take to become a calmer parent? So if that's had anything interesting or useful for you, maybe you might make a comment or you might share some other ideas that have worked for you. And I hope something in there is just what you needed to hear this month. Until next time, that's all for now.